This is a rough Meepo game, honestly. It's going to be a no-tell Meepo and old 11. And showing starting deep though, but the top lane.
Before Kunky even has X, he's spiking every torrent.
Bottom lane, Tidehunter. Again, the Kraken shells. Are they really killing him here? I don't know. Poof on in from no-tell. Has the second Meepo with him. And they've got a Void. Him. Another Void. This should be a kill, actually.
Yep. You want to try to give it to no-tell.
Get torrent. There's the X, the torrent. It's going to get maybe an arrow off. Slide a fist. He actually avoids the torrent and the arrow. The cold feet also doesn't go off, but the Starstorm is going to do him in.
So much of this early game absolutely dependent on Victoria hitting clutch torrents and making solid roams, and man, has he stepped up.
Riptide's ready. Is that coming to play right here? Meepo's even collapsing in. Here comes some TPs, expecting it. Chronosphere goes off though. Expect a Riptide right after. AA ulti on top. Here comes. Yep, the Riptide goes off. And Meepo will fall. Ana keeping his distance, looking to go back in. The Ghost Ship comes through, though. He is able to avoid the stun, however. Faceless Void is running on top, and he remnants out to survive. But with Meepo dead, do you really want to be taking this if you're OG?
Yeah, probably not. And I don't know what a Riptide is, but that Ravage absolutely killed Meepo.
Was I saying Riptide? I definitely was, wasn't I?
5 times. It's great. S4 dies to the Dire somehow.
Oh no, Kunkka is also getting blown up. Ana goes back in, and down goes Kunkka. Faceless Void. The ulti from Mirana kicking in a little bit right there. He's able to chase down Visage. Cannot get the bash proc, though, on Ember Spirit. So he TP's out in time, but now Night Stalker. Oh, Ember Spirit coming back in, actually, with the Remnant. So he's reset, looking good to go. no-tell also comes back in with the poofs, takes out AA with him. But now no-tell on the run again. The Starstorm helping to finish the job onto him. And 11 just sitting in the midst of this, just popping that anchor smash. And the tanky presence that he is. We got some mid-wars, baby, coming at you. Ana's in trouble. He is going to survive, though. Lasso bring back on Mirana. Victoria's running back in, though, himself now. More TPs in. The Ghost Ship coming through. Not enough rum, though, to save Mirana in that case.
At the moment, I think it's fine to go for the ambitious Radiance.
Riptide, a.k.a. Ravage, is ready again. Chronosphere also ready on top of that. They're going to pick off AA, though, in the midst of this. There goes the Chronosphere. Only caught S4, though. And he's not really... Okay, he's dropping pretty quickly in the end. There comes the Ravage, and they do catch it as a result. Down he goes as well.
Blatant. You press R on a bunch of heroes. Ooh, Void's going to find no-tail here.
Yep, finds the one Meepo. Ice Blast on top. And just like before, we've seen that time and time again here against no-tail on that Meepo. Yule Scepter throws Bat Rudder in the air, brings him on back with the X. And he's just trying to fly on the ledge right there to survive. It's not going to work, though. Kunkka himself, the Rum coming out, not in time. He does go down, but they get the kill on Ana. That is 4 heroes dead just like that. And it may be a 5th for the complete genocide right here in favor of LGD. It is a hat trick coming out for Mirana.
I love this smoke from LGD. It's so aggressive.
Well,
they have that ward in the base.
Oh, nice Force Staff. He gets hit by the Ice Blast. Does get a Chronosphere. He doesn't even need it. He's a bash god. And he gets a kill nonetheless. Here we go, the poofs in, but he pops the BKB, and no-tell's jumping into his death. Chronosphere as soon as he comes up, I'm sure. And or Ravage. Yeah, that works too. And there's the Chronosphere. It also catches the Ember Spirit in the back lines. They're going to go for the rack. Now there's a buyback on a no-tell happening. And the Moonlight Shadow's activated by Mirana right there. Ana's going in, no-tell. He's looking for a target. They ping him out. Throws out some nets, but Mirana putting the damage in, and no-tell. He poofs on it with the others. But Ami jumps back in on Faceless Void. Ana's doing in the air with the Yule Scepter. Somehow Kunkka's still alive. The Rum kicking in. But they also kill Faceless Void. Nice job with the Fire Ribbon and the burst coming out. And no-tell, but he actually gets picked off in the back lines. Ana's now trying to live as the only core right now for his team. Somnus, Mirana will die in the midst of it. Ana's just staying alive this whole time. The Yule Scepter thrown up in the air again. The Slide of Fist, and AA goes down as well. And now it's just 11 all of a sudden. The raid boss is the only one alive, and they're going to take him out a killing spree for Ember Spirit. They're just going to make their way towards the top lane. They already got the bottom racks, of course, taking care of the melee at least. And now they're going to pressure the top lane. Meepo split pushing the bottom as expected, but waiting for those ultis to come out. Time dilation popped. Ember Spirit has that flame guard up. Keeping his distance, though, that with the Radiant Spurt. And they are going to hex up the Faceless Void action, but the Chronosphere comes out off to the side. There's another fight going on, but this Meepo's definitely going to die. He's dead for 90 seconds. Over here, Kunkka surviving. Out comes the Ravage. And now Ember Spirit's in trouble. Ember Spirit will barely survive, but not for long. Maybe Slide of Fist get out with a Remnant. Yes, he does actually stay alive in the long run. Good job on his part. S4, though, he will fall. Buyback is ready. And the range rack's going to fall first. Going for the melee now. They did get the buyback, of course, on S4. Faceless Boy doesn't care about anything else. He has the Aegis as well. Worst case scenario, S4 goes down for the dieback. And that could be the beginning of the end now in favor of LGD. They're going to make their way to the mid lane and try to help clean up for mega creeps right here. Anna's doing everything that he can to stay alive and keep his team still in. I mean, he does plenty of damage. Ice Blast comes out, though. You do see Faceless Boy getting low, but again, even if he does die, the Aegis will bring him right back up. Anna, another slide of fist. He's getting stunned up, though. He'll fall. He buys back immediately, but he's the only one alive currently. Night Stalker will resurrect in a couple of seconds. Another Searing Chain use, and they finally take out the Faceless, but that just means full life and full mana. It's almost as if he wanted. This is going to be a dieback in Anna if he goes down right here. Slide of fist bouncing around constantly. And he will actually stay alive in the long run again, but now it's No-Tell. He's back. Here comes the PKB, though, from Faceless Void. Chronosphere in 10 seconds. That's how long this fight has lasted. And No-Tell again is going to get bursted down. Not a friendly Meepo game. That's proven to be the case. And GG's called. OG's 0-2 in the group stages. LGD, they'll go to 2-0.
Rough start for them in this tournament.
If you're on the Radiant side, it's already harder to protect and stack your jungle than on Dire stuff.
Man.
Help.
There's the aura.
The
Just
chat wheel.
beat her down. He's level 2. He's got Boulder Smash.
He bought a second salve.
And they still get their man. It's a little bit of extra effort there for OG to get the pick off, but they finally get it. A long roll in, and the Boulder Smash on forward will get the grab onto the Warlock, even committing the Magnetize, and they'll make it a 2-man special. But now Yang could get caught out. They're committing with the egg. FY tries to tag the Shrine, but that's when S4 pulls the trigger on the Ravage, and they're looking to turn this in from a 1, a 2, to a 3-man and possibly 4-man pick here. Well, they'll get the 3.
To me, VG Gaming is just buying time to get BKBs.
They need a lot more time. The fermentation process of VG is a long one here, and OG are, well, they're thirsty, they're hungry, whatever. They just want to gobble up. They don't want to wait for the process. Honor, though, could be in a bit of trouble. TA will get the pick off there, following up from the back end of that coil, and now the bird flying about commits in with the egg. S4 looking to run on in, gets the Ravage. It's onto 1, but a big target on Ori there. He tries to go for the meld, but no, there's a sentry. Tries to pop up, but there's really nowhere to run.
Some plays happen, but they may trade kills.
All right, there's the burrow. Roche isn't done yet. The Veil's going to be committed. Orb goes right into the mix. They just blow up the Sand King before the Roche even goes down. They will drop it in. Yang able to jump over, grabs it up. That's going to be the Ravage committed from S4 on the right-hand side as they trade it, and No-Tail gets blasted down. It is still a favorable fight for VG. It would look like Fly jumps out from his egg. Jarek is trying to commit in with the Magnetize. It's still on him. Should drop one more stone and be able to go for the finish. While that's happening, we're back inside the pit once again. And it's OG who are going to be able to move in and try to get it. Looks like No-Tail's bought back. They're inside, making it work. Jarek's, though, trying to create the space. The Flame Break has bumped one out. The jump-in grab. Did he pick it up?
He got cheese.
No, he got the cheese. It's No-Tail who managed to grab up the Aegis there. Okay, to the skies already for Yang. Of all the people he has to grab, it has to be S4. And my goodness, they can do the damage to take him out fast, but he does buy back. He's going to the Shrine. And OG have already lost another. Jarex is going to be the first one to go down, and now OG are on pursuit to get any counter fights here as S4 is trying to run himself back into the action.
And No-Tell, there we go. He's going to get the Sunray. This may be enough to secure this Rax.
Oh, no, already going to work the forces there and on forward. Ori looking to blast down the Fairy Dragon if possible. It's not quite enough damage. The Veil comes out. No-Tail going to work for Yang. There's going to be the Ravage, and nice connection too with the egg follow-up. VG Gaming have to dish out everything they can for all the buybacks here. Multiple buybacks going to be committed, and quickly OG haul ass out of there. But then they grab up and pull right back in. No-Tail. Can they get the finish onto the CK? I don't even know yet, but it seems like they've been able to bump him right back inside. Ana goes for the finish and gets it there on Amy and on Yang. S4 swimming himself right back out. The triple kill is there, but here comes Troll and TA focusing the Tide. They can't quite finish him off. He's just so big, and with that anchor smash, it's just so much freaking work. They can't get it down. He's got Greaves too. He still lives and makes it out. Ana and the rest of OG are there to fend him off.
OG, and that would just straight up end the game. There's a Troll.
Of all the people that happen to catch out with a coil, it could be Troll, and there he is. But he hops his BKB, and they look to go for the fight regardless. The follow from Yang is there with the lasso and the rock committed, but they lose Yang right away. They will be able to get Fly down. OG pop their pipe, And here comes the epicenter from the Sand King. Hard hits with the Burrow follow-up, but now the Magnetize comes out from OG, and it looks like they might have done it. They will lose S4.
This is okay for VG.
And they're finally, they're moving in, they're swinging, and they're going to get the finish on No Tail as he attempts to TP away. It's a double kill for Ori.
Look at the cooldown on it, 5.775.
On that orb? Oh.
That is
Keep throwing him.
practically nothing. Oh, smoke up, they try to go in.
Coil, caught on 2 from behind, forces out the early Yang BKB. Now Jerax committing in hard onto Ori. Rock finds good connection. The Fatal Bonds is also there. Troll moving in for the action to try to shred them all apart. Yang's going to be the first one to go down. S4 finds the Ravage. The Rock is there once again, though, onto OG, but OG are surviving. Oh, with VG committing everything they can, even the late game Epi, it's just still not going to be good enough. It's No Tail hitting it home with the Ultra kill. I mean, it was a bit of a slideshow, gentlemen, if I'm being honest here, but OG is winning it all the way through.
I was impressed you followed what was going on there.
God, people are dying suddenly, but OG's winning.
TA didn't do any damage with BKB, and then after the BKB, she got halberded. She did no damage. That's your most farmed hero, your highest DPS hero doing 0 damage in a key team fight. That's game over for you. Great execution from OG when it mattered in those team fights.
That's OG finally getting their first win